by the end of this video, guys, you will know how to compete against the biggest competitors on the internet in your market. I'm gonna show you how to kind of backdoor them because they're not thinking this way, at least not a lot of them. And if you do this correctly, you will buy houses off the internet this year. So if you don't know who I am already, my name is Connor Steinberg. I'm a full-time real estate investor and agent out of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And to kind of give you an idea of why I'm credible to talk about this is because I'm one of the few people in North America that actually built their business through the internet with internet leads. So when I jumped into real estate, I made every mistake in the book. I dropped a ton of money on direct mail, tried anything and everything. I was out there putting bandit signs out there and I failed miserably. And I went $65,000, $70,000 in debt. Not the good debt leverage across an asset, like the bad debt where I was about to go through bankruptcy. And I had no money, but I had time. And this is what I want to impress upon you. As long as you have time, work ethic, belief, and you're out willing to go chase your goals, you can build a business if you just go out there and figure it out. There's enough information on the internet to do so. I'm gonna shortcut your path today. So what I started doing was Google had just acquired YouTube not too long ago, and I was building private YouTube channels using little Animoto videos, and I was linking these channels to my websites as well as I was building backlinks, and I basically built some of the #1 ranking websites in one of the most competitive markets in North America. And I started buying houses off the internet, and that's what saved my career. And so I was using other internet strategies, which I talked about in other videos, but this is one of the things that I did, and I'm gonna show you how to target your market better to pick up more houses. And this is one of the biggest mistakes you're making. So on the board behind me, guys, I'm gonna show you what a lot of y'all are doing when you come to me and say, hey, we're not able to get leads off the internet, we're spending a ton of money, we're paying all these SEO companies, nothing's working. It's because you're trying to compete against everybody and anyone that came before you, as well as the people spending a lot of money. So if you look at this right here, guys, we're gonna look at the size of the market that you're competing against, right? There's a lot of other people trying to buy the houses that you're buying or trying to buy, as well as a lot of other agents trying to get those listings. So think of these circles right here as the amount of competition you're going up against. And we're looking at keywords right here. So a keyword is what you type into the Google search bar. And if you think about it, if you go type in cats, you don't get unicorns or hippos, right? You get pictures of cats and articles on cats. What you type in the search bar is keyword targeted to what's gonna pop up. So you wanna be found easily in your market, especially the targeted market that you're looking for. But the problem is most of you are going after a very generic keyword. We buy houses, right? You're building websites saying we buy houses, we buy all houses, sell my house fast, sell my house as is, anything that you can think about that you watch in a couple little podcasts or a couple little training videos. And the problem is you're going after too big of a market with too much competition. This is competing against everybody. You're going up against all the big boys, the iBuyers, the Zillows, anybody and everybody now, right? So you need to be more intentional and more targeted with your approach. So what if we drill down a little bit deeper, right? What if we did We Buy Houses Texas? Still a lot of competition, right? Plus, you're gonna be getting leads probably outside your market that you wanna buy houses, and this may not even be something you wanna be doing anyways. What if you're in Dallas and you get a lead in El Paso? You can't capitalize on that deal unless you're a skilled investor. So why not target it down a little bit more? So I live in Plano, Texas, which is in Collin County, just north of Dallas. What about if We Buy Houses Collin County? More targeted, less competition. Keep going down the list. We Buy Houses Plano. So from country to state to county to city to zip code within that city down to the subdivision. And this is what I want you guys to understand. When you get in business, into real estate investing, you probably get that overwhelming feeling, that anxious feeling when you walk outside and you drive down the highway and you're like, oh my gosh, there's houses everywhere. You're trying to figure out where to market, what to do, and how to get to these houses. There's houses everywhere and it can be overwhelming. You need to slow down, pick a few key areas, decide what your strategy is. Are you trying to flip houses? Are you trying to keep houses for cash flow? Find a few areas, a few subdivisions, and target these subdivisions heavily. Because if you try to target your entire market, I guarantee you, you definitely do not have the money to do so or the time to do so. It's gonna overwhelm you. So you need to figure out where is the best place to hold your properties, do some research if you have access to the MLS, find a good couple subdivisions where the relationship between county taxes and the rent rates in those areas, as well as purchase price, work well for your rental portfolio or your owner finance portfolio. Then I want you to start targeting your website optimization for the subdivision, not the city, not the county. Don't go buy for We Buy Houses Dallas or We Buy Houses Plano or whatever part of the country you're in, those major markets that you're operating inside of. More targeted, because there's less people targeting the exact subdivision, especially if you're a real estate agent. You should be blanketing these subdivisions as well as targeting them on the internet through the internet marketing keyword, I guess you could say. And this is how you're gonna avoid all the big boys. This is very important to understand. If you don't understand this, guys, you're going to be competing against something that you can't win against, and this is going to help you buy more houses. I know this is a very short, quick tip, but this is going to be a game changer for you in 2020. I promise you, you will start buying houses and getting leads if you stop trying to compete against the masses and only compete against the people working that subdivision. You're going to get more houses, you're going to get more leads. Let's go on to the next video. I'll see you here in a few days, guys. If you like this quick tip, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, as well as leave some comments below if you've used this strategy, it's worked for you. I'm sure others would appreciate it. I'll see you when I see you.